If it were a spice, it would be flour. Like, it's just not, it's myth. If it was a Cards Against Humanity card, it would be Dick Cheney, because it's not a horrible card, but who the f has ever won a round of Cards Against Humanity with Dick Cheney? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria Gloria, and I am here to help you, BBG out there watching me in the screens, become the woman of your dreams. And that's like not even an exaggeration. And I'm here to do that by reviewing makeup, the really dirt cheap kind, and also the really stupid expensive kind. Because I'm also here to spend my money, so you don't have to. So you can buy things like, what are you guys spending your money on these days? Whatever it is, you're gonna have more money to do that, because I'm gonna tell you if it's good or if it's whack, if it's butt trash or if it's wet butt. I'm gonna do that. And here's another thing just to whet your appetite a little bit. That was weird. I'm really good at it. Today we're gonna be versing a foundation that was $1. I don't know if you heard me. $1. And I'm gonna be versing it with a foundation that was literally $120. And a primer that was like $90. So all in all, one side of my face is gonna be $200. The other side of my face is gonna be $2, because I'm also gonna be putting with a primer that was, again, in the case of dollars, it's just one. The $1 side is going to be this foundation from Amuse, and then this primer from AOA Studio. These products are all from a site called Shop Miss Say. Everything on this bitch is $1. No, this video is not sponsored. And you know what? This hair, I grew it myself. On the very, very ridiculous luxury side, we're gonna be using a brand called Clé de Peau. If you guys don't know what that stands for, that's French for really expensive, allegedly. That's this one right here. I'm so nervous. Like, I don't even know why. I'm just one of them in-betweeners, yo. Like, I don't really do like really expensive luxury because they be doing the most. But I'm also not like the super dirt cheap type of products on my face because they be doing the very least. I'm like Goldilocks. Like, that bed is too hard, that bed is too expensive, that bed might have horse pee in it. The point is, there's a bed. So we're all moisturized. I'm gonna go ahead and now apply the primers. I'm gonna apply the expensive bougie baddie on this side. Clé de Peau is gonna be over here. And then Amuse, Shop AOA, Shop Miss Say on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that. The primer I'm gonna be using by AOA Studio is called the Clean Slate Primer. And you guys can look it up and check the Carfax on this. It is $1. Like literally, ew. $1. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this on this side. I don't know, what are you doing? Clean Slate is lightweight and it melts right into your skin, leaving it silky smooth while extending makeup wear. Dope, so it's a primer. I already went ahead and did my brows because it's making a lot of toot toot noises. Like the train, but not the cute one. My hair is super slick back and done. Do you guys like it? I feel like Timothy in that SNL skit where he's talking about his tiny horse. There he goes, my tiny horse. He's tinier than ever. This primer's dope. It doesn't smell like anything, which is cool, and it feels tacky. It doesn't feel like it's silicone based. It honestly feels just like a really heavy moisturizer, which we love. All right, the foundation is by a brand called Amuse Cosmetics, and it is the Flawless Liquid Foundation, and I got mine in the shade Carob. Isn't that a chocolate? Or like a not a chocolate that wants to be a chocolate real bad? I'm gonna go ahead and apply both of these foundations the very same way because I really wanna know if they're good or not, guys. Like, that's my whole thing here. I wanna tell you guys if the $1 foundation is actually a hit or if the, you know, $120 foundation is not. I wanna be really real with you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a brush also that was $1, and I'm gonna paint it on my face first, because this is what we do. We're very professional, we're very trained, and we're super baddies about it. And yes, I'm only doing it on one side of my face, so don't think we're freaking scheming about it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab a clean beauty sponge, and then we're just going to dab it, because this is how I would usually apply a foundation, so I'm gonna do so how I would so. Okay, I don't love how that is applying with a beauty sponge, so I'm gonna go ahead and just swap out with a brush. Either way, guys, I have been using brushes a lot more often, so it's fine. Okay, so this foundation is all ready. not amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can build up. The undertone is pink, which honestly I thought it was gonna be neutral, and its texture is just not my favorite. It has like a moussey texture. The undertone is kind of off. I don't know. So far, this foundation is just not wowing me. It's pretty mediocre. If it were a school subject, it would be friggin' home economics. If it were a book, it would be just not. If it were a spice, it would be flour. Like, it's just not, it's myth. If it was a Cards Against Humanity card, it would be Dick Cheney, because it's not a horrible card, but who the f has ever won a round of Cards Against Humanity with Dick Cheney? It's not great, but you know what? It's not horrible either. And I actually really like the primer. I feel like the primer really did its thing. And this is definitely more on the natural finish, a medium coverage. And I honestly, guys, it's not bad, but it's not great. All right, on the luxe side, we're gonna move on to the Clay Day freaking broke fake account me primer. And it's cute. He's extra tiny today. This is the Clay Day Butte Long Lasting Hydrating Veil. This has a broad spectrum of PF 21, which is cute and legal in most states. Dope. I know I paid for it already, but I think my mind just wants to block out the memory of how much all of this cost me. Oh, so she's full of liar. Okay, so the foundation was actually $130 and the primer was $80. So this was $80. Ew, everything is either squirting weird or no. All right, so I shook it very well. I'm gonna go ahead and apply just a few drops of this. And again, just apply it to this side. Try not to mess with this side so much, which something's happening. I'm not gonna say anything. Oh, this smells like something. Oh, this scent is taking me back to my youth. My mom had something that smelled like this. I don't know what it was, but it was something and it smelled like this. All right, so the packaging is very pretty. It's very cute. This is the Clé de Peau Radiant Foundation. I got mine in the shade B20 Light Medium Beige, which I don't think is gonna be my exact shade if I'm being honest with you. And I know what you guys are thinking, Gloria, you should have just bought 2 shades. The way my budget is set up, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and apply a few pumps. Ooh, this one is a little bit more liquidy. I'm gonna grab a clean foundation brush, just like on the other side, guys, which the other side, oh, this one has a lot of pigment. Like, I only grabbed a little bit, but like it went a really long way. Yo, 1 pump and done. Gross. But it really did just go a long way. You guys, I did not grab a lot. There's a lot on here. This foundation has a lot of pigment, which is cool because how many ounces are we? We are 1.1 ounces, which is basically the standard, but because you're gonna get so much off of just 1 pump, like this, I'm pretty sure could have covered my other side. So the fact that you're getting a lot out of 1 pump, that kind of justifies the hefty price tag, which is good, okay? Because something had to. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out with a beauty sponge. Again, a clean one, just like we did on the other side. Yeah, so my shade match, honestly, it was a lot better on this side. Oh, how the tides are browner on one side. This side is looking really pretty, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and build it up with the rest that I have on my palm and see if it builds up. That checks out. Word, word, word. Upon first impression, guys, the Clé de Peau foundation has a scent. Let's be really real there. I don't really love my products to have a scent, but this one has a scent. But it does say to apply liberally 15 minutes before sun exposure, which means, oh, the foundation itself has an SPF, which give it 3 high fives on Mars for that. Use a water resistant sunscreen if swimming or sweating. Currently doing 3 of those. The ingredients, honestly, if I read alcohol than that, I'm going to, it does have alcohol, but some alcohols aren't as bad as other alcohols. It just says alcohol on here, which I'm okay with. It definitely does have dimethicone, which is fine. It's a wash off product and it's not directly on my skin because I applied the primer, and it is blurring my pores way more than this one is. Like, I'm just gonna be real eyes, you know the rest. But you guys, all right, let's talk about the $1 side real quick. I don't know what happened, but I feel like this is gonna be one of those foundations that, you know how some foundations upon first impression, they're not that hot, you know? But then they take off their glasses, pull out their ponytail, and then they're the hot girl you really wanna take to the prom. This foundation is that freaking hot, girl, because upon now like wearing it, I've been wearing it for like 20 minutes now. It like not only kind of oxidized it to more of my actual shade, it's not as pink undertone anymore, and it's pretty. And honestly, now this side matches my face more than this side. And this side is also very pretty. Like they're both very skin-like. This one has a more natural radiant finish. This one is a lot more matte, but a lot more blurring. I don't know what to think right now. Like I'm shocked, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face and see how this foundation is wearing. And I'm gonna use the same products on both sides, and I'm gonna listen to Tiny Horse, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about it. Yo, this is like trippy. This is so weird. The 90s TV show. Like this is trippy, you guys. I swear I applied everything the same. Like everything the same. I used my Maybelline Baby Setting Powder. I used my Milani Bronzer, my L'Oreal Infallible Powder under the eyes. I used the same exact everything everywhere. Same blush, same concealer. By the way, the concealer that I used was the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet because I love that concealer. And I just threw on some ColourPop shadows on the eyes, called it a day. You guys, my face looks almost identical. Why? You may be asking. I don't know, she replied. Holy crap. Brands be scheming and finessing, just the very most. I'm gonna say, if I really had to be like a real Karen about it, I would say that the Clé de Peau side, it is a like literally like un pelito, like a freaking hair on my chinny chin chin, a little bit more blurred. Like just a tad, a smidge, a little just. And on the $1 side, I mean, I don't know, like I'll go ahead and show you guys side-by-side comparisons. On the $1 side, we definitely do see a little bit more texture, but hey guys, it's not bad. And honestly, I feel like if I were to use a different primer and a more blurring setting powder, it would look almost identical. Now I'm saying, and I'm saying this right now with all the honesty that is in my soul, you can make the $1 foundation work. And it's not bad, not even a little bit. I wanna see, honestly, how they wear, but upon first impression, guys, the fact that the $1 foundation kept up with the $130 foundation, that's saying a lot. Might not be blurring a lot, but it's saying a lot. If this teaches you anything, is that, baby girl, it doesn't matter if it is a $1 or a $130 foundation. Baby girl, it is crazy what you deserve. Please remember that. And remember to call your mom. She wants to hear from you. You can also make sure to check out both of these foundations. The Clé de Peau one, you guys, this one is bomb. Like my skin literally looks like velvet, but this $1 one, she a baddie with a dog, okay? The thing about buyer's remorse is I don't have that right now, but I probably will later.